I want you back. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So in case you don't know, Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite Marvel movie to date thus far. I love it. That and Civil War always go back and forth, but I always give Guardians the slight edge because it's just something that feels original, something that's just so cool and super just like out there that I just personally connected to. But now we have the sequel, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And in this movie, you've got Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, Rocket, and Baby Groot. They're all kind of figuring out what family means. They're all strengthening their relationships with their friends around them. Meanwhile, getting into some intergalactic heists, some intergalactic trouble, and some intergalactic kind of cooperations. They're maybe teaming up with some different people. They're doing the different things, and they're just kind of going about on their Guardians of the Galaxy saving adventures. And in this movie, there's a lot to like. I really, I went in and I heard some mixed reviews. Like, for the most part, it was overwhelmingly positive, like an 82% or something on Rotten Tomatoes. But there were a few people who were like, there's not much of a story going on here, so like, we're like shrugging it off. But I actually really did wind up enjoying this movie. First of all, I gotta give major props to director James Gunn in this entire endeavor, because not only from the first scene is the movie visually stunning, but the action is pitch perfectly directed. Everything feels like it's just so visually appetizing, like it's just something that has a beautiful palette to it. Every shot is crisp, everything's well done. There's maybe like 2 visual effects shots in the entire thing that you feel like aren't entirely genuine, but 2 out of like hundreds of thousands is an absolute amazing feat to accomplish as a director. James Gunn, you are absolutely phenomenal, man. Great work. And the other great part about James Gunn in this entire thing is that he got great chemistry out of his actors. They all worked so seamlessly well together. I mean, some part of that comes from they all worked super well together in the first movie, but he brings back the magic in this time, introduces some new cast members, all of whom play along with the returning cast members in just a genuine, really cool, really interactive way. So props to James Gunn in that regard. The cast obviously deserves some credit too. I think that all the actors were great. Michael Rooker and Sean Gunn, who were both in the first movie as the Ravengers Yondu, and whatever Sean Gunn's name is in the first and second movies. They were both great. They had a bit bigger roles in this one, and I really like them. Pawn Clementif, I think her name is. She plays Mantis. She was really good as a newcomer too. Kurt Russell was great. Sylvester Stallone, for the short amount of time he was in, was pretty solid. I really liked all the characters coming back and all the new additions in this movie. And I gotta say that there wasn't really much to not like in this thing. I mean, I thought the humor was spot on. I thought that a lot of the jokes really landed. The only critiques I can think of off the top of my head are maybe that it can be a little bit too jokey times. Like, it doesn't really give you moments to breathe. I think that there was a lot of emotion in the movie, but maybe if you left a few more times for those emotional moments, or just like some more kind of transition time to flow between an emotional moment to a comedic scene, or vice versa, then that would just be a better flow for a movie. Overall, I thought this movie was a lot of fun, but filmmaking wise, it wasn't as like 3x structure, as much character development, and as much like setup, like payoff conclusion type of thing as the first Guardians. So like in terms of filmmaking, it wasn't quite as much, but it was a lot more fun with so many more jokes, so many more fun characters to latch onto. The best part about the first Guardians was the characters. It's the best part about the second movie too. The script, I mean, some people complain about it. I thought it was good. I like that each character kind of has their like little subquests that they're going on that kind of like culminates together into one larger movie. It definitely feels like it's kind of a departure storytelling wise from the rest of the Marvel movies. So I give props again to James Gunn for that. So yeah, maybe have a few more of the emotional moments in there, maybe like structure it slightly better in the future, but overall tone was nailed in this whole thing. I think that the comedic chops on these actors were great, the comedic writing was great, the quips were awesome. This was a fun movie. I love fun in these Marvel movies, and this feels like it is the most fun, most entertaining, best way to kick off your summer. I'm going to give Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 a B. I think it is something you guys should absolutely check out if you're a fan of Marvel movies, and if you're just a fan of fun summer movies. But guys, those are just my thoughts on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Be sure to leave yours in the comment section down below. You guys can go over to mymoviethoughts.com or subscribe to this YouTube channel for tons more posts from me. You guys can go over to Twitter and follow me. I'm at John M. Hayeck. Links to all 3 of those are in the description below. Be sure to like this video, comment on it, share it around with some friends. I am John Hayeck, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching.